What's up, guys? It's your boy Texas Gaming here, and welcome back to another Cruise Line Tycoon video. Today, we're going to be covering some of the things that have recently been added to Cruise Line Tycoon. There have been quite a few updates since the last video was done, and I'm going to cover it all in today's video. As always, if you enjoy these videos on the channel, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And without any further ado, let's get right into the video. So, one of the first things is what I'm actually standing on. These are dynamic dome retractable roofs, pretty much. These are dynamic roofs. So, if you go into the editor and go to build, you will see dynamic sky dome. Basically, when the weather is good, right now there's light rain, even though it doesn't look like it. The domes are closed. But if it's sunny, the domes will open and it will allow sliding. So that's one of the things that recently have been added to Cruise Line Tycoon. Hopefully later on we can get a clip or you can see them open. But it is now time for us to depart. So what I'll do is I'll make sure everything is loaded. Everything is good. So let's go ahead and drop our lines and depart from Port Canaveral. We're going to be heading, or at least try to head, to Nassau, which is a good bit of ways. So yeah, dealing with some light rain as we depart. But these dynamic sky domes were one of the additions lately with Cruise Line Tycoon. So, another thing that was added is this. So they added more new rubber color variants. So if y'all don't remember, this blue was actually a lighter shade. It was a lighter shade of blue. But now they added these they added it, and so pretty much it makes it quite a bit better. There's also a starter pack for new players. So I'm pretty sure if you go to options and help, oh no, I don't know. There might be a shop where you can get these starter packs. Another thing that was added was 5 new structural decorations, including 4 pillars. So that would be good if you're ever doing maybe like an atrium and you need pillars. Other things was new studio spotlights. So maybe if you're ever doing a studio, that is good. So let's see what those studio spotlights look like. And right here, you have studio lights. So that is lovely. I don't really know what they would be needed for, but they're always good. And here are those pillars as well. Also, I don't know if I covered it, but there's a bakery now in game. So there's a new restaurant, and it gives you $25 an hour per passenger, which is very, very good. There's also arcade machines. I don't know if I covered those. There's also they changed some of these, I think. And also one thing they're doing is they're making the UI much better put together. That way it's not as difficult to, you're able to go and find what you need. It is much easier to do. So another thing is windows have been added for the Pioneer, Stratus, Aurora, and Explorer base models. So that is good. That way you don't have to spend money if you want to add windows to those ships. NPCs. If you're seeing these little chat bubbles, they now have more thought variations. Also, all pools now have working hitboxes and improved lighting. So let's go downstairs and see those hitboxes. So now what you're able to do is you're actually able to go and drown inside of these pools pretty much. They are quite deep, but now they have it where instead of you walking over it, you go in it, which is much better. One things with these domes is if we ever get out of these storms, pretty much, basically I've decided to make it similar to like a legend class. I don't know if anyone has, not legend, spirit class with Carnival, where they have these domes, and it's basically inside. They stuck the poles beneath those domes. So before I was debating on doing those. I wish they had it where they can open, because I feel like the chlorine would be a little bit strong. So some things that were changed with the update, with the latest update, which was on the 22nd. So yeah, I'm a few days late, maybe getting on a week. Is better server performance. Server performance has been largely upgraded, and so that's always very good to see. Pizzeria fully modeled with a cleaner and more characterful design. First panoramic railing variant replaced with sealed window version. So like I said earlier, the item selector shows more items per page and looks nicer. And then they did autopilot route improvements as well. Those were the things that were changed, that were fixed. Autopilot teleported ship to starting point, allowing for money farming. Time of day not matching. And mooring lines randomly flying everywhere. Those were the things that were changed in that update. And then you might be noticing the lifeboats. On the 14th of November, they added lifeboats to the game. So what was added was camera cycle button, and controls rotates between 6 camera angles of your ship for better visibility. A new keybind in the editor, Shift plus Scroll, allows you to increase the spaces between items when placing. The help selection of options have received improvements and are creating a new file. And creating a new file now directs you here. Lifeboats, which add comfort rating and can overhang the edge of the ship. A bamboo plant decoration. A couch dining booth. And non-floor variants for all curved railings. That was what was added to the game. Some things that were changed were the mobile cash display has been moved to the main bar, and it now contains rating plus the shop button. Speaking of shop button, you can see there are some Robux for in-game cash, and yeah, I don't think there's any I don't see where you can do a starter pack. It might be for new players only. Certain UI strokes have had scaling changes, and some UIs have received subtle visual improvements, and balance changes as well were done. And there you are. It has gone to clear. They have received all clear, and now they are opening the roofs. So you can see it is a very, very well put together thing. They will be open when when the weather is clear, and they'll automatically close when the weather goes poorly. Thought I muted it. So, you may ask, what else has been added? What else is making the game better? Well, the ship I'm actually on right now. So, I don't know if I covered it. I may have not. But, this is a new class of ship. It is meant to represent the Freedom class, or Voyager class, for Royal Caribbean. So far, they have a in-game representation of the Conquest class or Sunshine class, depending on who you talk to. And in here, you have a representation of an in-game representation of the Freedom class or the Voyager class. They're both very, very same. They're both similar in design. The Freedom class, however, is a little bit bigger than the Voyager class. So it just depends on who you ask for that. And this was added way back in the beginning of the month on the 8th of November. So you may ask, what is coming to the game? Well, so far on the sneak peeks, it looks like there might be a new island being added, or possibly a new port. It just depends on, what we end up seeing. It could be a new island, it could be a new port, but it is possible to be added soon. There will be no updates. There might not be an update for the they said there'll be no updates this weekend because of holidays, so it might be, later on in the week or maybe next weekend that you will see a new update come to the game. So, So pretty much that is about it. I don't know what else that I can talk about. I pretty much covered everything. So that's going to go ahead and do it all for me. I want to thank everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. If you want to see more Cruise Line Tycoon on the channel, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. So that's all for me. Thank you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.